Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Up under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. We got a fun show for you today. First time ever. Last week, if you missed it, we had a live in-studio audience. Since we were fresh from Hollywood, traveling out there for the scuba show, we brought an audience with us last week for the show. And so we filmed, or, this edition of Scuba Radio was filmed in front of a live audience, or taped in front of a live audience. And that worked well for 1 week. They demanded payment at the end of the show, which explains
Well, can you blame them? I mean, nobody's going to want to sit through the show.
Right. Well, which explains why
compensated.
We don't have an in-studio audience this week.
Right.
Yeah. So the best we have is CJ, a.k.a. Cock Johnson.
Right.
You and Bubble Boy could act as the in-studio audience. I mean, Cock Johnson has his own theme song, so at least you got that. And that's kind of disturbing. But once again, don't demand any payment at the end, or you guys won't be here next week.
Well, we know that.
Yeah. So there.
Literally
there's
have
that.
nothing better to do.
True. So why not waste your life away with us? That's about
Please
as.
kill me now.
Yeah. Okay. Mermaid Kristen is with us, at least virtually. But we also have the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger.
Hello.
And,
Later, nerd.
Well, no, he's not leaving yet.
Hey.
Kristen, cut him some slack. And then, of course, we got Vinny Two Tanks. He's out there on the left coast.
I think I get it.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Do you, Vinny? I mean, I was shocked. I went right to him, and he had his mic on. That was amazing.
I think I get it.
Yeah, he's starting to pick it up. What do you think there, Vinny? Yeah?
My mic's on.
Yeah, look at that. See? I think he gets it. And then, of course, we got Jerry the Diver Guy, too. So, last.
What up?
And probably least. But he's with us, and we love the fact that he's here. But before we talk to all these losers.
Stuck in studios.
Yeah, we got to talk to somebody who basically is going to tell us all to suck at losers.
That's right.
Including me, for once. And that would be Mermaid Serena is with us live from the pool at I think it's the Paradise Hotel in Roatan. Is that where you are, Serena? What's going on?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean,
life is tough right now.
Life is
I'm here with
pretty
the
good.
Sweetwater Scuba crew. We were doing a social media content creation workshop down here in Roatan. We've been diving all week. I'm here with my new dive buddies, Boris, Chris, and Mermaid Katie.
There you go.
So,
Did you wait? You called your dive buddy Boy Chris and Mermaid Katie? Is that? I thought Boy Chris.
It, losers.
Yes.
Suck it, losers.
Okay, yeah, we're doing that for you, Serena.
I didn't realize that was twice on there.
Well, yeah.
My God,
mean,
how many times is that on there?
Well, a lot, because that's how we roll. When you're traveling to a place like Roatan, you earn the right to tell everyone else back home to.
Oh yeah. Suck it, loser.
There was. I think your version's probably better than ours.
Yeah, I think they need to record that.
Yes, possibly. But yeah, so what you're obviously doing some diving there in Roatan, I assume, right, Serena?
We've been diving all week. Today is our off day. We all leave tomorrow.
Ah, okay. Taking an off day, just cooling out in the pool there at the resort after a week of diving. What'd you see in Roatan? Pretty cool stuff. What's it been like?
We came across a bait ball, and they like swam all around me. It was incredible.
Wow, really? So a bait ball of what type of fish was it? You think?
I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter. It was a big ass bait ball. Were there predators swimming through it, trying to eat them and stuff too? No, you just came across a big school of critters there in Roatan. Huge, huh?
Really cool shipwrecks. The El Aguila, which means eagle. That one was about 110 bottom. And then we did another one called the Prince Albert.
Why is that funny?
Well, because it's Prince Albert, and you'd say Fat Albert.
No.
No, that's not it.
No.
Oh, okay. No. Why is it funny then, Jerry?
I will not tell you what Prince Albert is, but you need to look it up.
Oh, the Prince Albert.
He's in a can.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so these were two
it
wrecks.
Includes piercings.
Piercings.
Piercing. What's a piercing?
What's a piercing?
It's a pure piercing.
I will translate from the Virginia to English.
Okay.
Oh, dear God.
I was just in the mountains.
I could say this right now, but
what? What are you going to say?
Have to hit your dump button.
I'm not going to hit any dump button. Clean it up. Censor yourself. What do you mean? What are you saying, Jerry the Diver Guy?
Well, that's when the males do a little penis.
Hey, baby, what's
piercing.
going down?
What? That's a Prince Albert?
Yes.
Did we all just learn something we wish we didn't
look at
know?
Serena. She's turning red.
Oh, jeez.
I felt bad for our actual Prince Albert.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's kind of disturbing. But that was one of your favorite dive sites, Serena?
Aguila was beautiful because it was crystal clear. I mean, it was amazing. That shipwreck was really, really lovely dive.
Gotcha.
I like your hat.
That is. She has one of those limited edition ScubaRadio shark hats.
Sweet.
That we handed out at the DEMA show. And
that means she's not a nerd.
Well, right. She's in Roatan. How could she possibly be one? And the rest of us are. And you're diving with a mermaid friend. I mean, mermaids have buddies too. Yeah, what's her name? Say it again.
My name's Katie Moffat.
Katie, welcome. All right.
It's the Sweetwater Girls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. She's hanging with the Sweetwater group. So, Katie, you're one of the Sweetwater friends that came and converged on Roatan with Serena. So were you guys dive buddies all week?
We were kind of all one big group. But yeah, we've been diving the whole week and totally agree that Aguilar, I think is how it's pronounced. Aguila? Yes. My Spanish is not that great.
Yeah, it's all right.
Wreck was awesome.
Yeah, and you liked it. Why? What was it about that? So Aguila, or what? That was a. Is it a wreck? Is it a wreck? It's a.
Yes.
Okay, so it is a wreck.
You're a wreck.
I am a wreck. Yes. But you just liked it because you saw what? Like spotted eagle rays and things like that, maybe?
You were able to go in the wreck from a lot of different points, which was really cool. And it was broken into thirds. So it was a nice area that, like, even if there was a lot of people there, you could still be going in and out of the wreck. It was like just you and your buddy. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Just really awesome.
Jerry just texted me. He said it's all about the penetration.
Whoa,
That's
I
not
would
a.
go there.
Yeah, I know you would.
Wait a minute. So this is a real
Jerry.
wreck that was wrecked.
Yeah.
Storm or something like. This isn't one that they just sunk like we do out here.
It was wrecked, and then it was moved, and then the hurricane again, and moved it again. But
Got it. All right,
It's
so the
Prince
storm
Albert,
broke it up.
isn't it?
No, that's the Aguila or whatever.
Tequila.
Yeah, we'll go with
I
that.
guess I don't get it.
Rhymes with he doesn't get it. Wait, I thought he got it.
Monongahela, it's a river in Pittsburgh.
That's what it is. Okay.
It's safe to say they don't like the Prince Albert.
Yeah, okay. Wow, that was more information than I can take in one segment. We'll have to continue this thought process over the commercial break.
Sickos.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. All right, we had to let Serena and Katie and her boy diver friend, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, they had a whole group of divers there in Roatan. And we'll follow up with her, next week once you get stateside and get a better signal and find out. But it sounds like they're having a great time, though. And, yeah.
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 Compared to us.
Right. Well, that's what you do when you, you're in a place like Roatan. You're going to basically tell all your friends to suck it as she should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's living large there in Roatan and just hanging out at the pool. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. You say it 3 times, that happens? You can click your heels together? No, that isn't how it works. Okay.
What if you're headed to Aruba?
Well, yeah, okay. So Casey the Tobacco Nut has joined us to reinforce the Suck It Losers slogan. Yeah.
Suck it, losers.
Right. He sounds like he's in a cave or something, but actually he's on the balcony of a cruise ship. Is that right, Casey? What are you doing exactly?
Yes. There is the skyline of Miami.
Yeah. And you're on
I'm on the celebration.
Carnival Celebration
I'm on a cruise ship headed to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao.
The ABCs of the Antilles. And they're doing announcements, evidently, too. So we got but he's out on the balcony of his cabin on his
sucking on
ship,
a log,
sucking on a stick.
Way to go! The celebrating Pride Month. Hey there. Oh.
No, that's not. I don't think that's what's going on exactly. Wrong. Yeah, but he is having a. I mean, look, I'd love to be on that boat right now. And he's going to Aruba, Curacao,
Bonaire,
and Bonaire. What do you mean? Oh, what's that mean, Bubble Boy?
I wish I was there.
Yeah, I mean,
Suck it, losers.
Yes, well, that's what he's going to be doing for sure. Or, I mean, no, we are
He's
now.
sucking one right now.
Right. Yeah, but, the thing is, he's stopping in Curacao, which, you know what that means. He's going to go there and get douchey.
Right.
Because that's what they do. And
what if you're already a douche?
I don't know.
You're twice as douchey?
You're extra douchey. And in Curacao, that's how the Dutch describe happiness.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you know this, right, Casey?
Oh, yeah, sure,
so when someone walks up to you in Curacao and says, hey, do you feel douchey today? You're not going to smack them. You're going to go, oh, absolutely, right?
Absolutely. Let me go get in there and take air.
Okay.
I've never felt so fresh.
Maybe. That's very possible. But yeah, I mean, but he gets to go to Aruba, which, it's kind of like out of the 3. I mean, that's Aruba.
Holy
is
God.
known for its actually boating
Greg,
activities.
do you need to go to the doctor?
Arriba!
Do we need to give you a brain scan?
No, God, no.
Are you having a
You won't find one.
Are you concussed?
No, but I'm telling you, Aruba is
we
like.
should put him in concussion protocol.
All right, that's enough.
I'll elevate his
That's
feet.
enough.
That's what happens when you let him take his helmet off.
Well, true. That is, you're kind of accurate about that. But no, the thing is, Aruba's known for its sailing activities. It's a big sailing destination and boating and things like that. More developed. It's kind of like Grand Cayman, all the touristy stuff, high-end resorts. But then you got Bonaire, which is really more catered to the divers. And actually, they've stepped up their game in Bonaire. So are you doing some diving in Bonaire, or what are you planning, Casey?
I've reserved a car and tanks of air, and I will be driving around, stopping at various yellow rocks, which are dive sites all around the island.
Wow. Hey, he's going to play some football or something. I don't know.
Sorry.
Just remember, they drive on the left side of the road over there.
Yeah.
I hit that by accident.
They do. Are you sure about that, Bubble Boy?
Well, if he does, we'll find out.
Well, okay. Yeah. What do they, Casey? Do you know? They drive on the wrong side of the
No,
street?
they dive like normal.
No, they dive on the wrong side of the street.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a disaster.
Okay.
We talked to him before. It all happened. But
Well, he's in Miami. They
I
only
may have
speak
already
Spanish
had
there.
several cocktails.
now I get
so
what are
I-
the odds? It's a typical Saturday
Attaboy.
afternoon on Scuba Radio. There
Well,
you go.
you did give me a
Small
homework.
cocktails.
Very proud.
Yeah.
Of you.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you can see this on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch, and we apologize.
If
right.
you
for
want
it.
to.
If you want to. That's right. If you're a glutton for
Viewer
punishment.
discretion is advised.
Yeah.
You may opt out of that.
So,
I'm not diving today.
right.
So,
That's right. So he can partake in a cocktail or two. And
Is that cigar lit? I don't see any smoke.
Yeah.
No.
no, I'm on the balcony. I can't actually smoke it here. I have to go back to the back of the boat.
Oh, they got these things called rules on
Yeah.
the cruise ships. Yeah, they only let you do that in certain places.
I tried
right.
explaining to them I was with Scuba Radio, and they just kind of looked at me like they didn't know what I was saying.
Yeah. And then
That's
then
the typical
said,
reaction.
walk the plank. Have them walk the plank. Get the brig ready. We're gonna need it this trip. But yeah. So you hope to dive in Bonaire. And what about Curacao or Aruba? Do you got any other plans, or are you just gonna focus on
I'm
Bonaire?
planning on diving in Curacao, and I'm hopefully going to set up things in Aruba, but I'm not sure what my time schedule is yet.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the diving in Curacao is quite nice too, and it's kind of like the middle island. So you got Aruba, which is kind of developed more for boaters, high-end casino stuff. Big mega resort type things. I mean, it's a nice island. Don't get me wrong. You can dive there too. And then you got Bonaire, though, which is really targeted at the diving community, and they're really known for, like you said, the shore diving. You can just drive around the island, look for a yellow rock, jump in the water, and go. And they got great diving there. And then Curacao is kind of in the middle. So it's like, some people could say it's even the best of both worlds because you have some of the, remote elements in Curacao that you have in Bonaire, and it, more nature-based type stuff, and which is more conducive maybe to scuba diving. But they also have Starbucks and everything else you could ever want, So it's kind of in the middle. So, but I like both Bonaire and Curacao, and the bonus in Curacao, of course, is that you have a tendency to feel extra douchey. Because that's how they greet.
You're kind of douchey normally.
You get the T-shirt, like, "Hey, I feel douchey today," or you get the coffee cup or the the hat or whatever. I mean,
Or the
it's a thing.
Dad
I
jokes.
will bring back something extra douchey for the radio crew.
Yeah, and it might even be a T-shirt. And actually, knowing Casey, it's probably not going to be that. Anyway, more coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ, Bubble Boy are in. Okay, it's a little early in the show for that.
I don't think so.
CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio. Mermaid Kristen is here virtually.
Please kill me now.
Well, come on. Can we at least last an hour or two before she offs herself?
We got to stop
Can't
sucking.
tolerate. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
Now's a good
anytime
time
soon.
to start, not
Yeah.
sucking.
Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. That includes Jerry the Diver Guy, Vinny Two Tanks,
Bird bugger.
Casey the Tobacco Nut, who's
I
on
heard
a
that.
cruise.
Jerry Diver Guy.
And, yeah. And
I hear that, CJ.
What do you mean you hear that?
I'm trying to help him.
He's trying to help me.
He's trying to help you?
Thanks for pointing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Helper.
Don't help him. Yeah, you're only going to
Greg,
make things worse.
Trying to help you.
Yes, Barry.
You
Remember
gave
the
gave
names.
me homework assignment.
I did. And do you have you accomplished?
I have some information. So far, there are 19 decks on this ship,
which
just
is
for the passengers.
on Casey the Tobacco Nuts cruise,
Yes.
which is the Carnival. What?
The Celebration.
Okay.
The gross tonnage. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
183,521.
That's a big ass boat.
It is 1,130 feet long, which
Yeah.
is, I think, about the same size as some of our aircraft.
Wait a minute. Is
carriers.
this World of Boating?
No, it's World of Bloating.
He wanted
Oh,
it. Well,
gotcha.
anytime
World of
it's a cruise ship, he wants to know what he's going to be signing on for next.
You bugger.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
100
that's what you do. Yeah.
The beam is 137 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than some yachts.
Right. How would you like to do a giant stride entry off the back of that boat? That'd be something,
19
wouldn't it?
decks up. Yeah, that would be a hard hit.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
Guest capacity. Okay, just guest 5,374 guests.
Right.
And then the staff is another 1,735.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, let's mute.
Fun facts.
Casey, Casey, you're making too much racket there, Casey. There's announcements and things going on in the
Tell him to
background.
shut the hell up.
We're trying to do a radio show here, for Christ's sake. Come on. Anyway,
There are 13 restaurants.
Wow. And I'm sure Casey's going to hit every one, as he should.
And
That's what you do.
then there
Yeah.
are, hold on, I also got you the number of bars because I know that's important for all of you
15
guys.
plus, Barry.
Yeah, Barry's
15
looking
plus-
for extra credit. That's for sure.
15
yeah.
plus bars. Well, I mean, if you could hit all these bars, he's going to be out there for what, 7 days?
Well, he'll go to Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. So
Right,
he'll get
so-
off a few of them.
Okay, so he could hit 2 bars a day.
Yeah.
And by the time he's done with the cruise,
That's amateur numbers.
it's pretty good. Well,
Right.
That's Barry numbers.
but I mean,
He says 4 or 5 a day minimum.
4
as
or
he
5
should.
a day.
Yeah.
Different ones. Okay. Well,
Right.
He's definitely a thumbs up for that one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He's already hit 3 of them, and he hasn't even left Miami yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's everybody that wants to beat Casey the Tobacco Nut today. Yeah. Are we in agreement on that at least?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'd love that. I mean, you're going to Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire, and then in between you get to have a cocktail or two, get the drink package, and pretty much have whatever you want. And he's got his cigars. He'll find a spot on the boat where they'll let him light them up, and he'll go. I mean, he's living large.
And I saw the roller coaster.
Wait, say it. What that, Jerry? What?
Casey looks like a bobblehead while you're talking.
Okay, thanks for that. Why was that? Why would you?
He's
you mean
nodding his head.
He's agreeing.
Thanks.
He's agreeing.
I had to add Vinny Two Tanks. Had to clarify.
I had to define that for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you. Yeah,
Hey, when we going cruising again?
I'm working on a plan to possibly do a cruise in September. We'll see.
Because I paid money in advance to get a bigger tab next time. bar
That's
tab
right.
next time.
That's right. Vinny Two Tanks. We might join the Dive God and a few of our diving friends once again on a Virgin cruise. So we'll see.
I think I get it.
Yeah, you might get that.
I got one. You get one too.
Really? Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. But yeah, hey, I did want to throw something out there to the crew today, though, to see what you've.
Everyone,
if you've
shut
been-
up. Listen, Greg's
No. Yeah,
Greg's
yeah.
got something to say.
This is big news, or it's a hot topic. It's time for hot topics.
Hot take. You got a hot take?
A hot take, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, scuba tanks, right? We all use them as divers.
I have heard of these.
And there's been a thing lately in the news, in the diving world news, about people engraving their scuba tanks. So, like if you have your own scuba tank, you put your initials on it, or you put some kind of engraving, because it's a thing. It's pretty easy to do that these days. To engrave, like...
Talking about steel or aluminum or both?
Yes. And it doesn't matter which one, but people are doing this, and they've been putting up, social media posts like on TikTok and stuff. Hey, look at my cool tank. It has my name on it. It's etched in the side of the scuba tank. And they think, because it is good to look good as a diver, not just be a good diver. You should look good too. I mean, look at me. Okay, maybe I'm not a perfect example, but I'm just saying it's a thing. And divers like to, look good. They like to, share that with the world that I'm a diver and you're not. And look at my stuff. It looks pretty friggin' cool. Right, Barry?
You're doing nothing but making
Yeah,
the tank
but
weak.
Casey's shaking his head no, like this is not something you're supposed to do.
Well,
Shut up, Barry.
The
Shut up,
tank manufacturers, it's gotten so crazy the last few months, have put out an official statement about people doing this, which basically says don't.
Why?
Because the
Tank walls.
engraving into the tank could potentially weaken the
It
tank.
goes that deep?
It
Well, no.
compromises the structural integrity.
Yes. And depending on how they do the engraving, it can have a major effect on the stability of the tank.
I would think that's just
You would think
literally
it's
just scratching the
superficial,
surface, yeah.
right? But no, they say don't do it.
So welding a name plate to it's probably out of the question.
Well, I think it has to do with not just the depth of the etching as much as the heat and the integrity of when you're doing it might affect the
What about
integrity.
bolting a cape onto it?
Nope. That's actually, you could do that. I guess you could do
No,
that.
you couldn't. You'd be going right through it.
I thought you said a cape.
Bolting a cape onto it.
Bolting.
I was kidding. Never mind.
No, I've tied a tape.
He's not good with tools.
No,
Maybe rivets.
You could just tie a cape on it like Superman.
I said bolt.
Why would you bolt a cape when you?
I
could
was
tie
making
it?
a stupid joke.
That's really stupid.
God.
Just stick to your Scuba Radio bumper sticker.
Yeah, but it's.
I get it.
I don't think you do.
No, that's funny.
Okay, see. All right, but Vinny deals with tanks. Man, he deals with two.
Yeah, they're pretty
And-
strict. There's a lot of, the federal government's involved. That's the only thing in diving that's regulated by the federal government is your tank.
Right.
And there's a lot of rules.
I mean,
and
you
a lot
could-
about thickness and stuff. I honestly, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You could paint it though, right? I've seen.
You can
him
paint it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can paint it. But yeah, you don't want to do anything to affect the structural integrity of your air tank.
I would like to paint "Suck It, Losers" on.
Well, you can do that. You can absolutely do that, but don't engrave it.
Got it.
Don't engrave
Good
that
to know.
into the
Finally,
side.
some useful information.
Yes, every once in a while we'll come out with something. So there you go. More coming up. Stay close.
It's time for Shark Party.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. We are hot and heavy into shark season, and celebrate. There seems to be a deluge. A deluge is the technical
Oh
term
my God, you actually said that correctly.
of shark movies. Have you seen this?
I saw one on Netflix that looked ridiculous.
What,
about a big shark under
Paris? Yeah.
Yeah.
It could happen.
I couldn't bring
If you're
myself to
crazy.
watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it.
Yeah,
There's not enough vodka in the world to make me watch that.
Really? Why? I mean, when I first saw it, I thought, is this a next installment of Sharknado? But Sharks Under Paris or Under Paris?
Horrible.
I mean, Jerry the Diver Guy likes that kind of stuff. Did you watch it yet?
No,
Are you gonna?
I have not, and I probably will not.
Okay, why? What do you have
I'm
against?
not into stuff like that.
Because it's bull.
Bull shark.
Okay. Yeah, so Barry, what about you? You going to watch Under Paris?
No, I'm watching the Port of Miami cam right now, waiting for Casey to head out.
That's not creepy.
Casey has a stalker. He finally made it.
Glad it's you, Casey.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, so you're not going to watch it either. Vinny Two Tanks, you like that kind of stuff, don't you? I mean, a Netflix movie, Under Paris.
I hadn't heard about it. What it's about?
It's sharks invade Paris.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. No, actually, those movies are. I think they're boring as hell. There's so many damn shark movies.
Well, there is.
There's a million of them now.
Technically,
and they're all corny.
Technically, right now there's a deluge of shark movies.
What are the other ones?
There's another one.
You, Greg.
Yeah, there's another shark movie out.
Greg, are you going to watch it?
Oh, hell no.
Shark Derecho.
Yeah. I was like, really? I mean, going out there in Hollywood, I mean, they're really reaching. I mean, Under Paris is bad enough, but it was done in Paris. I mean, it's like that. That's not an American movie, by the way, because it's overdubbed.
Is it subtitled?
Yeah, or whatever.
Nope. Hard
So
pass.
I mean, like if you're into like a Godzilla overdubbed type movie, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably not going to watch that one. No, the other one is called The Last Breath. And this one, by the way, I've watched the trailer, and I may watch this one because...
What is it about?
The Last Breath. Duh. That's what it's called. But no, I watched the trailer, and there's like 3 or 4 divers, and they're you can tell they're stalked by, sharks on a wreck. But they're all wearing full face masks. and they can talk underwater, which is not really how we do our thing underwater. But for the movies, that's what they got to do. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks kind of cheesy, but they are in the water. They are diving. So I'm like, all right, I might give it a go. I'm sure it'll be terrible, but you know.
Greg.
What?
Didn't they do the same thing in your favorite movie, The Abyss?
Kind of. Yeah.
Even had lights inside the mask, like so you could see the actor, but
right.
Unfortunately, the diver couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I think they do that in this one too. Yeah, but I assume from watching the trailer and seeing the scenes that they show and that you know they are diving on a wreck, and you know they're ecstatic because they find this wreck that is extremely rare and
the
pristine.
Celebration.
Yeah, right.
Greg, so you're going to watch this even knowing it's probably going to be really corny.
Well, you know what? The thing is, I'll watch those type of movies if they have like real scuba diving in them, and it appears that this one does.
And it doesn't look fake like they're in a pool.
Correct. It looks like they are actually diving on full face masks. You know, I'm sure the story is going to be ridiculous, and the sharks are probably all CGI.
I don't want to put. At your advanced age, you would value your time a little more.
Well, no, I look at it
watch lame movies.
From a critical standpoint of do they do scuba justice? You know, I will watch a movie just for that reason to see, okay, are they abiding by our rules? Are they skipping all over?
But they're also harming the shark reputation.
Well, exactly. You know. That part's lame. And it's like 47 meters down, that movie. Yeah, they were on.
Oh, I saw that.
That was
two German girls,
right?
Yeah.
But it was ridiculous
that
because
was pretty good diving, though. There's a lot of good diving.
Well, true, but they made a tank last for like 3 days or something ridiculous.
I know.
I mean, it was like, what the hell is going on here?
This is like a western from the car, come back, and her buddy was still alive.
Exactly. You know, I like catching them on that kind of nonsense.
The greatest shark movie just turned 50 this year, so.
Which is
Jaws.
Okay. Jaws.
Well,
that was
Jaws.
Jowls.
Yeah.
It's the one that was responsible for killing most of the sharks.
Well, it didn't do much for shark conservation.
A bunch of dive shops closed after that movie. That was a lousy movie, actually, for the diving industry.
That kind of.
And I had a lot to do with the dive training magazine back to back with Sharknado and Jaws.
What do you mean you had a lot to do with it?
I was the one who told them to do it.
Well, because
and they did it.
Well, I said you should do a magazine about Jaws.
No, Greg, you were there with me.
I do. No, I remember that. I do. And well, you know, and I said, hey, I'm in Sharknado 3, so you know, kind of a big deal. Why don't you write an article?
Hey, Charlie, the timer time.
Yeah. Well. So
I'll look for you guys in the credits.
Maybe. You'll see me in Sharknado 3 quite a bit, actually. I got more screen time than Jerry Springer.
Please kill me now.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
But
sweaty tourist up front.
Number 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I mean, ever since Jaws, Hollywood's been trying to replicate that success with miserable results, and they keep putting out this garbage. But I once again, I will watch something like the last.
You enjoy garbage.
Well,
that's fine.
I look at it just to see how they handle the scuba diving part of things.
And CJ, he likes better with camera angles, and they're actually getting pretty good quality video out of it. It's better than.
What do you mean? What camera angles?
Well, that 47.
Oh, 47 meters down.
That was a pretty good. They had pretty good camera. It was pretty clear. No.
Right. I don't know. I mean, it was okay, I guess, for what it was. But I mean, they all make the sharks into man-eating monsters, and it's ridiculous. And we know that's not accurate as divers because we like diving with them. Yes, Barry.
Greg, the Shark Critic movie.
Movie critic.
Yeah.
Movie critic.
Take that, flip it.
What about all those souls on the USS Phoenix?
Well, I'm just, the thing is, it is the season of shark movies, I guess. And they just keep on making them. You'd think they'd come up with something new in Hollywood. They got to do something.
Why don't you come up with something new? You've seen them all.
Yeah, and
2 or 3 times. So come up with a good. Come up with a
You've
good
got time on your hands. Write a script.
I'm kind of sold on Jerry the Diver Guy's idea, and we ought to do a jowls.
Jowls.
The biggest jowls
big shark
in the
with big
world.
jowls.
Big ass cheeks.
I didn't say jowl, whatever you want to
Virginia
call it.
accent.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of man eaters, Shark Week starts July 7th.
Does it?
Yes.
Are you going to watch that?
Well, you always do.
Yeah, well, it depends on who's on it. I mean, sometimes I'll watch it, sometimes I won't. I haven't got a preview.
As long as they don't have a
Your
freaking
picks?
week of great whites again.
Have a what do you mean, great whites? What do you mean?
It's every show anymore is about great whites.
You've had it up to here with great whites, have you?
I'd soon watch other sharks.
Okay.
He wants jowls.
He wants to.
Shut up, Barry.
Shut up, Barry.
Hey, what, nurse sharks, leopard sharks, something like that, Jerry?
Anything.
Anything
There's
other than
more
great
sharks
whites.
than great whites.
Okay, so says Jerry the Diver Guy. He has
I
spoken.
say bull.
Shark movie critic and Shark Week critic. He wears two hats. Okay, hour 2 on deck. We got more coming up. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving. And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me. We also got Barry the Bugger. We got Jerry the Diver Guy and Vinny Two Tanks rounding out the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. And boy, the first hour pretty rough.
Refreshing. Your honesty is refreshing.
Well, I figured we better call in the big guns and kind of raise the bar just a tad.
Please.
So I called up my buddy Mark Young from the Scuba Show. He's with us on Scuba Radio right now. Mark, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
Hey, Greg, doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I am great. Have you had enough time to recover from the Scuba Show in L.A., which was massively successful, if you ask me? What do you think?
Still working on it.
Still working on it. Yeah, because it's a major undertaking. I mean, Mark's like the Grand Poobah of the Scuba Show. I don't think that's your that's not the technical title that you like to use. What title do you use? Just producer or what, Mark?
Staff.
What? Say it again.
I'm staff.
Staff. Okay. See, he's way too modest.
Like the infection.
Oh, well, maybe that's it. I don't know. But yeah, once again, hats off to you for a very fun, just an awesome event out there in L.A. First time at the Los Angeles Convention Center a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it.
I mean, saw a picture of the pirate ship with the DJ in it.
Yes.
On Facebook or something.
That was quite unique. Mark secured a pirate ship as a stage for the Saturday night party. I mean, how did you find that thing, by the way, Mark? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Tracy, we were looking for a dive bar.
Yeah.
Because we also wanted to set up a really cool dive bar. Actually, the whole thing was kind of weird because we had 20,000 extra square feet to work with.
Right.
And we've had so we're wondering, how do we fill this up? And so then we started looking and we came up with a number of cool attractions like the bucking shark.
Yeah. That was amazing. Yeah.
And do you know how many people we put on that? That thing ran for about 13 hours during the show.
How about that? Did anybody last longer than I did? I mean, I was on there a long time. You saw it. What do you think there, Mark?
Everybody.
Everybody did
Looked
better
like it was
than
going
me.
pretty slow,
Okay.
Greg. I saw your video.
No, that was slowed down for
I think
effect.
you had like the children's setting.
No.
They don't call Greg 8 seconds for nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, that was just a cool vibe. I mean, you had a dive bar set up with bartender for the Saturday night party, and right next to that was this massive stage, which was basically a pirate ship and a DJ on the top of it. And actually, you got a bonus dancer too, which we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. I was supposed to do some MC stuff for the party, and the DJ's up on the deck of the pirate ship, and this guy is down on the stage below him, and I thought he was part of the like a dancer for the DJ, and he was just there. When I went up to him, I said, "Oh, you're with the DJ?" No, I'm just dancing.
I'm just high.
I don't know if he was or not. He was high on life for sure.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But I took a couple steps back and let him do his thing. And but no, he was a nice guy, and he was a fairly good dancer. I mean, I guess.
Having a good time. But we put in the 13 hours that the Shark ran, we put 225 people on it.
Wow. How about that? And a lot of wipeouts. I mean, that's what you do. You stand around and watch these people fall off this bucking shark.
That's the fun.
It is. I mean, it's the best people watching there is. I mean, generally California would, provide plenty on its own, but you throw that element into the mix. I mean, it just made it so much fun. And just the overall vibe was great, I think.
So you asked how we got the pirate ship.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking for a really cool looking dive bar, and came across this guy. His name is Captain Jack.
Of course.
He actually furnishes a lot of Disney's pirate stuff.
Huh.
He was involved in Pirates of the Caribbean with a lot of their set. And he has a lot of stuff. And he said, hey, I can do a dive bar. It'd be great. All those old barrels and the tables and stuff. He says, I also have a pirate ship I could bring.
How about that? So, yeah, I mean, you're out there in California. I mean, Hollywood, they got this stuff laying around in their backyard probably, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Go figure. And you put it to good use. Well, I thought it was great. I loved the venue. Like you said, you had more space at the Scuba Show this year. I mean, the big chatter is what's going to happen next year? Do we have a prediction one way or another, or what the vibe was from everybody? Will the show go back to Long Beach? Will it stay in L.A.? What can you tell us at this point, Mark?
I can tell you that I'm about 3 days from a decision, and if this thing's going to come out, this show is going to come out next week, I'll have a decision by then.
All right.
But right now we have June 7th and 8th in Los Angeles reserved.
Okay.
And I have May 31st and June 1st at the Long Beach Convention Center reserved.
Aha.
And what I'm waiting to do, and I'm in the process of this right now, is trying to evaluate which one to do based on a number of factors, mainly how well the exhibitors did, the crowd itself, if they saw new people or not, their reaction to Los Angeles, that was kind of a mixed bag right there.
Yeah.
As you know, and just a number of other things, so it's we're in the decision mode right now, checking out hotel rates for next year.
Right.
Anyway, it's just a lot of
different factors are involved in what makes the best choice for the show.
I do have to make a comment now.
Okay.
To your audience.
Uh-oh.
The show started out with what we called the welcome party.
Right.
Where Greg did his thing for an hour before the show as people started coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And he a lot of cool gifts and his entertainment and his mermaids and the magician and all kinds of stuff. Started off the show on Saturday. Greg ended the show with the Saturday night party. He was the MC. He provided the entertainment. We gave away a lot of raffle items. Greg did that. And then the scuba queens were there helping him out.
Yeah.
Greg, you were terrific.
Oh, God, thanks. I thought.
Why do you save all that for the Scuba Show, and then once we get to the radio show,
it's terrible?
Yeah,
I thought that's where he was going.
Where is this one? Where is this terrific Greg we've been hearing so much?
You just didn't want to hurt your feelings.
I do have to say that we did our post-show survey of attendees and exhibitors, and we had a couple of attendees that said, "God, get rid of that entertainment."
Yeah,
his jokes are condescending. He's a sexist and a racist.
Right.
We did get a couple of those, but that is California.
Yeah, well, no, that's pretty much a typical Saturday evening after we finish the show.
You think your mom would go a little easier?
I know. She's a tough crowd. Tough crowd. Well, ScubaShow.com is the website to go to. Once again, you'll find out if it's going to be in L.A. or Long Beach here in the next few days, so you can check that. Or obviously next week we'll have the news for you. But Mark, always a pleasure to catch up, and hats off to you. Enjoy the time off. I know you're taking a day or two to kind of decompress, as you should. But it's always a pleasure to catch up, my friend.
Hey, thank you for everything, Greg. Appreciate it.
There you go. Mark Young from the Scuba Show. We got more coming up. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Okay, so let's see. Serena got back, or is coming back tomorrow from Roatan. She's been doing a great adventure. Casey the Tobacco Nuts heading to Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao. And yours truly will be able to say suck it, losers, as early as, well, in a couple weeks from now, because I'm going to Norway and Iceland.
But you're not diving.
Well, I might. There's that famous dive site where you dive between the continental shelves in Iceland, where it's crystal clear water. It's cold, but it's a dry suit, and you can snorkel it too.
Yeah, Scuba Cowboy did it.
Scuba Cowboy and Mermaid Tiffany did it years ago. I've seen many a video, and it's probably the most famous dive, as far as I know, in Iceland. And I may do that. What are you shaking your head for?
You won't.
It's
You
a
never
bucket
will.
list thing. It's a bucket list thing. It's
too
like
cold.
Galapagos.
No, it's a dry suit.
You won't pack. You'll say, I didn't feel like packing my dry suit.
No. They give you a dry suit.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't have to go.
And you have to do it. Will you
you
commit to it right now that you will dive that?
I will commit
on the air,
so
to
we can live
going
vicariously
to
through
see
you.
where this is, and if it's feasible for me to jump in the water, I'm going to do it.
What do you mean if it's feasible?
Yeah, I don't know what our schedule is. We got a tight schedule of tours
Feasibility
and
stuff.
things.
Let's see. On the ship, a tight schedule.
You have to
of
ask
eating
your
and drinking.
wife or your boss.
Yeah, which is the same.
Is it
right?
okay
Here
if
we
I go
go.
dive?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, no.
please.
This is it. You can. They actually do this as a pretty common.
And she
tour.
would be cool that she'd be like, I don't care.
Well, no,
Knock
everybody.
yourself out.
No, anyone can do it. They give you a dry suit and you float down the river.
Then you have no excuse.
I'm not making any excuses.
No, I
You're-
might do
You're
it.
just not committing to it.
No, I said I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to be able to fit it into our schedule. I don't know.
I'm sure that
Till I
we can
get
all
there.
talk to the boss and explain to her
What
how
else
much
is there
you
to
want
do
do
there?
this.
What are you going to do? Hike?
Well, they're
There's
having.
lots to do.
Yeah, currently they have lava flows going on in Iceland.
He's going to watch volcanoes.
Yeah.
And then when you're in Norway, you get to see the fjords. Those are cool.
That's true.
You get to pet a narwhal.
I don't think they have narwhals.
You can get a hat with horns on it.
But they do have fjords, which is
Fjord.
That's what I said.
They have fjords and Chevys.
Yeah.
I know a certain fjord in Norway where the cod gather
Fish,
the great
fish
shoals.
fingers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norway's
Have
a
you,
beautiful country.
have
You'll have-
you've
you'll
been
have
there,
fun.
Vinny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do in Norway?
I just took a ferry up some fjords, and I went to the capital, and I went up to northern Norway as
Did
well.
you run into Jan Stengelen?
Excuse me?
No, I don't know who that is, but
Oh, you don't know who that is?
What?
No.
All right.
Famous. It's kind of famous.
He freezes the cod at sea and
That's
then adds
right.
a crumb crisp coating.
Crumb
Huh.
crisp.
Okay.
coating.
Yeah.
It's
But
difficult.
Norway, you go there for the Nordics.
And then when you go to a
Nordics.
country like Norway, you'll learn why codfish is so popular.
Because it's white and flaky and
Are you
delicious.
going to use the Nordic track while you're there?
That's hilarious. No, wait, what do you mean codfish?
gonna
What
hang
about
his
the
clothes on
codfish?
Well, back before the days of refrigeration, the only
Yeah.
way people could eat fish inland was was codfish. It was codfish because you could take codfish and dry it out, and then you could rehydrate it, and it was almost like fresh. So
Huh.
that's the only way people could get. That was a very, very popular. That was a big commodity
I
back in those
think
days.
Jan Stengelen invented the freezer.
No, I don't
I
think
think
that's
that's why
accurate.
I know him.
I don't
Well-
think that's accurate. But I do believe. I think I remember seeing something in some travel video
Oh, I'm
about.
thinking of Mr. Frigidaire.
Yeah, they have a codfish or a fish
There you go.
dish there
Right.
in Norway that is like eating rotten fish.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I've heard
No.
that.
But it's a delicacy
It's
in
like
Norway.
it's like
Good,
a rotting
eat some.
fish. It's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
When you travel, you learn about different cultures. You learn about different things the countries do, and they were
Greg,
big for codfish.
You've got a sensitive stomach. You don't even eat hot sauce. I wouldn't go with the raw, rotten
No, it's. I
fish.
think it's like pickled codfish.
You're
going to
be on the
or,
toilet for a week.
No, well, that's what you
Every
do.
culture has a fake dish that
fermented
they give to
cod.
tourists.
Yeah,
You're gonna miss
fermented. That's what it is. Fermented.
You're going to miss the dive because you've got diarrhea.
Wrong. That's why you go on.
You'll
a
never
dive.
get your deposit back if you soil the suit.
He's got diarrhea.
That's why you bring
what are you talking about?
Hey, quiet, jeez. Vinny.
Greg.
What are you saying, Vinny? Vinny first.
That's why you bring There's medicine you bring with you to prevent that from happening. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, right. You take a tablet.
Anti-diarrheal.
Arsenic.
You take a tablet and you pour it in a cup of water,
Hey, it
and it
works.
turns it into poop juice.
There.
I'm sorry.
What?
Greg's hot sauce is ketchup.
Okay, thank you.
It's one of the things you want on your
All right, golly, well, for Christ's sake, will you guys hold up your hands? You guys, everybody's talking at once. Jerry,
So you
go.
I just gonna say I don't know why they're beating you up. You like cod.
Okay, fish. I think
I don't understand.
Jerry's mistaken. He's taking it into as opposed to codfish, cod piece.
Go. So
And that's more of a.
Why would his brain go there?
Well, because it's
Because
Norway.
of your crotch drop?
No, he's confused with Vikings and
Vicodin.
Oh,
you, you should be able to see the northern lights up there.
I think we're right out of the window. No,
What do you
I
mean?
mean,
It doesn't happen in the summer?
no. We're not in the prime time for the Northern Lights, so we
Oh.
might get lucky. I don't know. Who knows? I'll let
There's
you know.
a sunstorm.
There's a sunstorm. What do you mean? There's a
Solar
sunstorm?
storm.
Sometimes
Yeah,
when the sun's having a storm, it brings back the northern lights. It helps.
Okay, so if
That would be a solar flower.
Solar flare.
Solar flare.
Flower.
I might as well say flower because Greg's going to turn it into something.
He is mean.
codfish.
He's a
I
mean
am.
person.
I am.
Gal.
I am.
He's a bully, I think.
Well, you think? Wait, that's
Casey,
hard.
he doesn't mess with me because he knows better.
Virginia
Okay.
is for bullies.
All right, Cock Johnson.
Update: Casey's ship
slow
is
down
still
there.
heading out of
Please
the port.
say hi to Jan Stengelen for us.
Well, I don't think I'm going to run into him, but now that you mention it,
I don't think you could avoid it.
I'll have to
at this
keep an eye
point.
out for him.
He hangs out with Charlie Briggs.
Yeah. Okay.
He chops up the finest prairie-fed beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, with the fermented cod.
He's in the cod business. I think his cod is fresh. He makes
Not
fish
frozen.
fingers.
He timeshares a farm with Mrs. Buckley.
Okay.
Yes, crumb.
Okay.
He adds a crumb crisp coating. He
Really?
he freezes the cod at sea.
Okay. No one has any idea what you're talking about.
He does. I do. That's all I care about.
Yes, I know.
This is not broadcasting. I'm
No.
narrow-
He's not
on the
I'm-
phone.
Yes.
We're
Also,
doing it just for our
I want to know
own
where
amusement.
are the pictures
obviously.
I was supposed to receive.
Okay. More coming up. Stay close. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Okay, so you want something cool to do next weekend? You can listen to Scuba Radio, as you should, and you can still fit it in and do this at the same time. So next weekend in South Florida, there's an event going on called Operation Lionfish. And it happens the 28th and 29th at the Sands Harbor Resort and Marina in Pompano. $100 for teams of 2 divers. And basically, they're going to go down there and have a lionfish derby. Right?
So they're racing lionfish?
No. Well, actually, maybe.
That's like the Kentucky Derby?
I don't think there's no fancy
They're going to
hats.
slay them.
They're going to slay them.
Slay
And the
bitches.
2, the buddy team that gets the most lionfish.
They're going to spear 'em.
by I think it's by weight. I mean, there's different categories and things, but there's some pretty cool prizes up for grabs. And it'll happen. There'll be a kickoff party on Friday, and then Saturday weigh-in and awards, a dock party featuring Mermaid Kristen. She's going to be
Really?
on
But
site.
seriously, but go anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let that scare you
Yeah.
away. Yeah. But Kristen's going to be there, representing the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad as a mermaid. And, if they don't catch enough lionfish, I don't know, maybe they'll sacrifice
Smack
her.
them upside the head with
Are they
going
to cook up any for the part to eat afterwards? Or is that
Well, they may not even have to cook it. They may just have lionfish ceviche. Yeah. What do you mean? Ooh.
I like it cooked.
Oh,
I like
lionfish
fish
ceviche,
cooked. I
that's
don't want
good.
it.
It's a white fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
know.
anything cold.
Doesn't it have those little worms in them and all that?
No, it does not.
That could be any fish, Barry.
Yeah.
That's why I want it cooked. I want it dead.
Exactly.
Okay, you guys don't know what you're talking
For
about.
once, I'm with Barry on this.
Yeah, you have not had
come on.
lionfish ceviche.
I know that I don't like cold
You've eaten
stuff.
sushi before. That's
yeah,
raw.
yeah, I do like sushi.
And this is
I don't
way
want a
better.
brain worm.
This is way better than sushi.
No
Sushi's
way.
pretty good though, but I'm sure I'd like the lionfish as well.
Yeah, well, no, the lionfish ceviche is, if it's done correctly,
It's great.
It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's better than I would say most sushi.
Does it
really
have a crumb crisp coating?
No, it doesn't because it's
cooked in lime juice. That's all it is.
It is. And, with the right spices and things. The best ceviche I've had of lionfish was in Dominica with our buddy Simon. And he brought us up to his place, and he mixed up some fresh lionfish ceviche that we'd caught earlier that day. And it was unbelievable. I mean, just so good. I mean, lionfish.
You can do it with conch as well.
Yeah, well, you can do it with conch. Yeah. You can have conch, conch
ceviche
salad.
Yeah.
Well, conch salad.
Okay.
Which is like conch ceviche. So it's acid cooked is what it is. With the lime juice and the lemons. And once again, it's all about how they mix it all together with the right concoction. But I'm telling you, CJ, you would love it. Lionfish ceviche is unbelievable.
Good.
And the lionfish in particular are great eating fish. They're kind of like the texture of grouper, but you don't feel as guilty.
I don't feel guilty at all.
Well, you should, because
love
grouper are very friendly fish to scuba
They're
divers.
also delicious.
They are.
Hey,
but
pigs are
it's like-
pretty cute too, but I love pork.
Yeah, but it's like eating your dog if you're a scuba diver. Yeah, it is.
I love grouper.
You've seen grouper come up and swim up to your mast that are kind of like friendly with us and stuff, and you don't feel guilty eating a grouper?
No.
You have no feelings.
I'm
my
not
friend.
catching them.
He's eating other divers, Greg.
That's it.
One time.
I forgot about it.
One time, and now all of a sudden I'm a cannibal.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm telling you. I mean, ceviche for lionfish is the way to go. And if you want to fry them up, fry them up. They'll probably have a little bit of all of that.
I'd try
I
to
would
cook
expect.
first and then ceviche.
Nah, you would like it. I mean, because you have nothing against sushi. So why?
Does it
why
taste
do we-
like sushi?
It's better than sushi. I said that like
Can
3
you
or
put
4 times.
wasabi on it?
Of course you could.
Soy sauce?
Yeah, you could.
I do like my sushi though.
Yeah, me too.
You're going to have a brain worm.
Nah.
I don't care.
I've eaten tons of
Wait a minute.
sushi.
Yeah, so Barry, what are you telling me? That you don't eat sushi?
I used to eat sushi, but not anymore.
Okay, why?
He's afraid of getting worms.
He's afraid.
I don't want to get a brain worm.
A brain worm.
That wouldn't cause you any harm. It would starve.
First of all, you have to have a brain.
It would starve and then pass
Yeah.
right through your
That's
system.
funny.
There you go.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That
see?
was funny.
Okay.
That's for Vinny.
Yeah, but you just don't
No,
like.
I
eating-
like fish cooked now.
Well, okay. I mean, I can see.
If you
I
get it from
understand
a
why you-
reputable place,
I understand what you're saying about just
You would try it though, wouldn't you?
I would try a bite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, try it, and then if you don't like it, okay. But I'm telling you, if you go to Operation Lionfish next weekend there in Pompano at the Sands Harbor, and they have it up for grabs, give it a go. And I think you'll like it.
I tried your fancy drink when you were down in Key Largo, so that's okay.
Fancy drink? What drink is that? What are you talking about?
That little swishy drink you had over at the Lazy Bar, whatever it was called.
What is he talking about?
I vaguely remember
When
what,
you
a
were down
pina
in
colada?
the Keys.
What?
Yeah, it's something with like all kinds of stuff in it.
That narrows it down.
I have a picture of
Maybe
it.
some
I'll send it back
booze?
to you, and you could tell me what it was. Yeah, of course it was booze.
Wait.
He
Where
said,
we're
"Here,
in the
drink this,
Keys.
drink this. Yeah, we were down in the Keys in the, what is it called? The Lazy
At Lazy Days.
Days.
Oh,
yeah.
and Key
And you
Largo,
had
or
some
Isla
kinda-
Morada. All right,
you had
yeah.
some kind
And
of
we had
green
like
drink
a
or something.
Well, they had their house drink. Yeah. typical Keys drink. Yes, Vinny, 2 tanks.
I think we should go as a group, like we do. We should go do it. I'd like to do a lionfish tournament. I think that'd be fun.
I
One of these
agree.
days we should go.
Well, I'm going to be in Norway and Iceland.
I know, but
so I couldn't
whenever
go.
The next one is. Maybe
Yeah.
we can plan
Well,
for
no,
it.
I threw it out. I threw it out there to Jerry. I threw it out to CJ.
I am working that. I'm working that Friday.
Oh, now who's making excuses?
Yeah.
That's
I
not an
was
excuse.
game.
I can't go
I
Friday.
said I would do it.
Yeah,
And
Jerry was
somebody
in.
else.
I considered it, and then I have to be. I'm working that Friday.
Well, I'm just saying, in the future, let's
right.
get together and do one. I think it'd be fun.
Well, how about you, Vinny? You fly in, and Jerry will drive down and meet you in Pompano next weekend.
It's a little short notice for next
Well,
week.
who cares?
Nah, it's a
I
little
don't
short.
care.
Yeah, that's too
Doesn't,
short.
doesn't affect me.
Well, I'm sure
Son of a
before the
bitch.
year's over, they'll have another one somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They do them regularly. I think.
No, there's never going to be another one because you guys.
Oh, yeah,
go
right.
to this one.
You didn't support it. It's gonna die.
That's right. And lionfish are going
it'll
to
be
take
great.
over.
But Greg's
I
gonna
hear
be.
you can buy lionfish in some of the supermarkets in South Florida.
Well, there was. I mean, they were doing it there at what's that?
Whole Foods.
Yeah,
Circle K?
I don't know if they're still doing it. I assume they are.
Wawa.
But they were selling it at Whole Foods for a while. But I thought I heard maybe that they pulled back from that, but I don't know. It might still be available. But look, if you're a diver and whether you're participating in a derby or not, if you can snag some lionfish, do it. Just be careful.
They'll get you.
They'll
get you.
They'll get you if they can get you.
I hear there's still a lot of them around, even though we're going after them. There's
right.
still a lot of them.
There's places where you can get them pretty easily. So you just
kill
gotta-
them dead. You die.
and then you eat them, and you'll thank me
Yeah.
because I'm telling you, it's worth the effort.
In my belly.
They don't have that problem in Norway.
I don't think they.
No,
I
there's
don't-
no lionfish in Norway. I doubt that.
Okay, then he knows
Water's
something
too
that we
cold.
don't.
All right. Well,
The lionfish like warm water.
my
Maybe
regards to Jan
They're
Sting.
warm water wusses like us. Okay. All right, look, we got more coming up, including the Aqua Gypsy, I believe, is standing by. Stay close
Oh, all right.
to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Go Scuba Radio.
You're going to get accidentally shot.
Oh, for the love of God! Somebody get the jaws of life!
Disgraceful. Have you anything to say?
No, nothing other than this is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ Bubble Boy in the studio with me, our in-studio audience, and pretty lame compared to last week, I
Please
got to
kill
say.
me now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, but we don't have the budget like we did last week. Well, we didn't have it last week.
You blew it. You blew it all.
Well, no, we didn't pay him, so it wouldn't come back to be our studio audience this week. Barry the Bugger is disappointed quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I am, because first of all, you brought them over here on the cheapest, nastiest bus that you could find.
Uh-huh.
And then when they complained about not getting paid, you told them to thumb a ride back to California.
Okay, and the problem is what?
Well, they're burning an effigy of you.
Ah, well, hey.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Right.
Won't be the
It's
last.
another Saturday night here at Scuba Radio headquarters. All right, so we got Jerry the Diver Guy, we got Vinny 2 Tanks, and now a major upgrade. Brittany, the Aqua Gypsy, with us. And she's been boating with Barry the Bugger. She's been the personal assistant
Oh, it's nothing to brag
of Vinny
about.
2 Tanks in the Galapagos. I mean, she is multitasking like a maniac. And last time we spoke, she was heading out to the Dry Tortugas, but that didn't go as planned. Is that right, Brittany? What happened? What happened to your little adventure?
We completely got blown out by a storm that was apparently 100-year storm.
Was that
Really?
Invest 91?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw
Wait,
that on the
they
news.
called it Invest 90?
Invest 91.
That sounds like a seminar for financial advisors.
That's what they call those when they're like they're not going to develop into a hurricane, but they're like, here's something to be concerned about, and they watch it.
That's lame.
Don't you ever watch the news?
What happened to just calling it Fred?
It's not a hurricane. It doesn't get
hurricane.
named. It's
Okay.
not a
It's
named
tropical
It's not a
depression.
named storm. It's called an Invest, and this was Invest 91. That's the one that dumped all the rain on us, and then but more South Florida.
I don't like it. I wasn't
All
even.
of
I'm
South
sorry.
Florida.
That's
Yeah.
what happened.
I was out of town. I missed the whole thing.
You were hanging with Jan
Lucky
Stenkelin.
me. Excuse me? No, that's where I'm going.
Ah.
I was up in the mountains of the Smokies, hanging with bears. And,
bears.
Yeah, but that was a
No
whole other
otters,
thing.
all bears.
All bears. All the bears. All bears 24/7.
Did
Not
you go see
Jer Bear.
Dolly?
No. I got some moonshine. I was kind of connecting to my redneck roots. You know, people like Jerry. And
So you were hanging with
thanks.
Jer Bear or regular bears?
a little bit of both.
Really?
Yeah. That's what you do.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Next
Anyway.
week, Greg gets sacrificed in the big volcanoes in
Did
Iceland.
they steal your picnic basket?
They might have. Yes, Vinny Two Tanks. No.
I have just a quick question. What? Anybody know why they call it the dry Tortugas? Is it because it never rains there, or what's the
Last week it wasn't very dry. It was very
Definitely
wet.
rained last week.
It was the wet Tortugas last week.
Oh, I see.
Actually, it'd be the dry turtles.
Oh, it's they named it after the turtles. Okay.
Tortugas, I believe, is turtle, and in rum talk.
Spanish? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
no, rum.
But
That would be rum talk.
Correct.
So
maybe I should just Google it.
The reason why it's called dry, it's to indicate the fact that there is no fresh water on the island.
Aha.
That makes sense.
And
now.
the Tortugas and/or turtles
Thank you. Now we learned something.
are that they have them.
They
had
would
a lot
hatch,
of
they would
them.
hatch their eggs on those islands. A lot of Tortugas go to that island probably to.
Yes, I'm going with that. What do you think, Brittany? You buying that one or no?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
And
all right.
and turtles were eating.
And they call them the dry Tortugas. There's no water there. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, the turtles.
They
used to
might
be
poke
turtle.
out every now and then, but
Take it home, Greg. Take it home. Deliver the punchline. Come on, you set
There's-
it up. Come
that's
on.
all I got.
What's the
Don't die
punchline?
now.
What is it? Give me the punchline.
No,
They got
there's
turtle heads poking out.
Oh, what? Get out. That's gross.
Hey.
Barry.
That's gross, said the guy who
And,
just set it up.
Darn
and
it. I missed
that's the reason why the Green Turtle Inn, the restaurant down in the Keys, was popular because they used to make turtle soup.
Okay, thanks for that,
Oh,
Barry.
my God.
No one cares.
Was the turtle head poking out?
I already hit that, Jerry.
I just asked Barry if the
Listen,
turtle head was poking
didn't
out.
realize we were
listen.
circling back.
We're
For those
50
keeping
seconds
up at
beyond
home,
that.
There was a producer in his earpiece going, hit it again, hit it again.
That was gold. That was so money. Hit it again.
okay. Well, we brought Brittany
Milk it. Milk it,
on
Jerry.
to to bring things up a notch. So you didn't go diving in the dry Tortugas. So what was Plan B? You still went off to an island or something, didn't you? Or what did you do,
We did.
Brett? What do you think?
Yeah, we did. We went to a barrier island
Yeah.
off Marco Island.
Well, a barrier island, one that has lots of
Barrier.
berries.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
She filmed an episode of Naked and Afraid.
Welcome to hell.
that's what Jer Bears.
Strawberries, blueberries.
I hear it's pretty nice
Baby
diving
Greg.
around the Marco Island.
Dingleberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. But we did bring our dive gear. But I've been diving there lots of times because I used to live there for quite a while. But we didn't have a chance to go diving because it was raining so badly for an entire week straight.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could get wet.
That shoots the visibility. Yeah.
Well, you just put on your dive gear in your living room, walk outside, and it counts as another dive, doesn't it? It was raining so much.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. But we were on a generator the whole time, so we didn't have to worry about the power.
So I
going.
guess it turned out to be a nice party. You were just-
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I
I
want
played
to go
lots of
there.
games.
Yeah, big time
There wasn't
party.
much to do but drink and eat. I
And
guess.
hang out with Brittany, the aqua gypsy.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean,
Right?
it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Yeah, we played a game. This game is a really fun, exciting game. It's called I Should Have Known That.
I should have known that.
Known that.
Yeah.
Like I should have known that this wasn't a good idea to be on Scuba Radio.
Yeah.
Beanie would win that.
Yeah. I don't know. So how do you play this game, Brittany?
You just ask people questions, and they're questions that you probably should have known.
Aha.
There was a question on here. There was a scuba question. It was,
Yeah.
what does the B stand for in the acronym SCUBA?
Barry.
Breathing.
Time's up.
Breathing.
Breathing.
Oh, okay.
Breathing.
Breathing.
Yeah. Okay.
Greg, did you know that, Greg?
Of course I knew that. Can
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
That is so
That's
true. Then there's Booba. What
Which
is
is-
Booba? What is the acronym for Booba?
I don't know.
Jerry the diver guy, you know.
I never heard of that.
Dumb underwater
not
divers or
answering.
something.
What? You don't remember, Vinny?
I'm not answering.
Babes underwater breathing air.
That's it. See, Bubble Boy knows. And there you go. Babes underwater breathing air.
Okay, not B-O-O-B.
I thought it was babes underwater blowing air.
Okay, you guys.
No.
Yeah, that was
disgusting.
We came up with that
Was
one
that disgusting?
years ago. No, there was nothing disgusing about that. It's just an acronym that we came up with years ago that obviously
What's
you
this
guys
wee stuff? I didn't come up with that.
didn't
And what, do you
remember.
have a mouse in your pants?
Hey, ho, ho, hey.
No, that's just a turtle head.
That's too big.
Yeah, just a turtle.
Prairie dog in it.
What is going on? What has happened? I don't lost
Dingleberries.
control. Okay, we're out of time. Thank God. Till next week, remember, it's always better. Wear gang. Come on.
Down, sweater.
Safe diving, everyone.
Captain Ron to Jock Good Stove. They all love Scuba